was shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Oh god, oh golly, oh man. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already.
Hey everybody, welcome back to this nightmare. See if we can get something scary to happen. Not that it hasn't been scary. Freaking high school. Anyway, here we go.
I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hey Slurp! I wasn't waiting for the door.
Yo, Sayori. I'm cool now. I say things like yo. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Why'd you laugh like Scooby-Doo?
Ruh-roh.
I'm
still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, the fuck the cupcakes? Oops, was that a minute in yet? Oopsie. I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all. You fat, stupid. You always want food.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? What?
Why slump it down? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it.
Ah, right. Slowly pulls out gun.
Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. You're poor as hell! I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair.
That's not fair. It's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before you come into the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option.
Ooh! My eyes turned into greater than, less than symbols again. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always.
Ah! I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri? Tell Splarentha to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution.
Damn.
I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun sight of you.
That's debatable. There's no way you could think that.
You're right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
What? Oh, okay, that wasn't true. Retribution.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Use Lightning Tiger Fang.
What?
Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
That... You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes and these baps, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Pwap!
Kia! Woo! what was a cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
This a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. I was totally with you, your reaction though. Mitsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie.
Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. It was hot.
Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Cheers. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, cheers. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Jesus, man. Just go break the vending machine.
Hey, did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Cheers. You such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Natsuki talks in third person now.
Monica isn't in the club room.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay. Of course she's not okay. She probably just had something to do.
Wait, not okay? Or okay? Did I read that? Whatever.
She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true. We suck. Excuse me, princess.
Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I am super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Just make the intel out. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Nice. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music at all. Music as well, Monica.
I don't really. I'm just studying the human brain. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool! Oh my god! You should play something for us, Monica!
That's... Monica looks at me again.
Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! Yeah! Shuckle!
That sounds cool, or whatever. I also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down.
Slurm.
Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Oh, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd rather love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. Whatever. Really don't care. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not what? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's escapades. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining it to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie.
It's really not that hard to finish a cookie.
Yuri's back to her books. Natsuki disappears into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Also, it's upside down. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Ah. Crap. Oh.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her.
She sneaks. See, put the name over the thing so I know.
She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes me for a split second.
Ugh. I mean,
but that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I have to rummage through the trash. Oh, God.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway? Tell me everything so I don't have to read it.
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Okay, there's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Oh,
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Yeah, it's super gentle.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Splurp?
It's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that
those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I could space out some more. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's all right then. I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I gotta forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Passion's good, and the least I can do is listen to passion. It's a literature club after all, and aren't you passionate about it?
Ah, that's true. In fact,
I might as well get started reading it right.
you don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book from the trash that I had put into my bag. From the trash. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading is in company with someone.
I see. It helps, I can't. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
All right.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand that what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
And she's right there.
It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, my eyes. Where'd they go?
Nice. Yeah, this should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Us, you mean?
Ah, I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, a shoulder almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Holy crap! I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here, Peter.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. World building. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Whoa! Mind-blowing. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. Shh! It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
What?
To turn the page?
On what? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, she assumes that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Am I looking way too much into this? Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses a lot of things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. Monica can, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Splurf, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything! Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
What are you saying all of what are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone.
Ah,
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Oh. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that all right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry you haven't been looking forward to this.
Oh, it's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Oh, right. That hurt. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright, nice. Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bat trash.
I'm gonna show it to Manika because I picked lots of robot-related things. Hey yo, Manika, check this out.
Hi again, Splimp.
You're the only one who says my name right.
How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. Yeah. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll
Come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share that with what you wrote for today?
Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
All right. Great job, Splimp. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. As in, oh, God, this is awful. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect
You to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated.
you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Oh, that's not very fair. You stupid human. Well, I guess it worked
Anyway, you know that
Yuri likes that kind of
writing.
right? Writing that's full of imagery and
Symbolism.
unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and
Direct words to describe.
happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it, like the universe. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the
Nuances. It can
take years of practice,
which I'm assuming Yuri has.
at this point. I never really asked them.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep growing that juicy brain of yours. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. But anyway, anywho's it's... You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Oh god, here we go. Oh boy.
Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, and blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise! The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. A turntable like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of
meaningless. Load me. Oh god. Yep, see, it says load me. He's a robot.
load me. Load me into your system.
You're freaking me out, but you're still hot. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
So, no, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like
magic.
the way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question! A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression or a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Sometimes you'll Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? No, you're sentient, and you realize this is a game that I need to save. What am I even talking at?
What am I even talking about? Ha 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 ha! That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Join us next time on my radio show where I talk about writing, and that's not really writing, it's sentient AI.
Guess I'll show it to Yuri. It's kind of whatever. Let's see what you've written for today.
Let's see what you've written for today. My brain.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Splurf. How did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows, as if to hold back her hot vom. Even her hands appear sweaty, Mom Spaghetti.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
You really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. That sucks. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Maybe she doesn't have any friends. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a... What? I can't read her writing. Ordinary human? Weird. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious well aware of the consequences. Little fucker came back every night. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon, this is way too long. The moon, moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that I've gotten quite used to each other. We've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread, it's always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. Pavlovian? That's the word. It's her writing is awful. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. A little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. Oh my. It's a little more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine that this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, that I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way, ass. I wanted to express the way it feels more to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me.
Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that.
The best way the best we can do is respect each other in our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
That's because I'm really good at just tuning out.
Oh! I like this one, Splurp. Has some nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better.
I guess you got me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for your own good, you big stupid idiot.
Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No! I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, Splurp.
Oh, good.
Ah!
No! Say it right!
Never ever!
Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then?
Well, I'm never good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. So I just picked one, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then I must be a good poem. I'm sure that's exactly how...
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I didn't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah! Me neither. Up top.
Why did I give her a high five for that? And why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
You want to write something for me? That's so sweet!
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Oh no. I can say forever. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? Crazy. I mean, what's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah! I like things that are happy and things that are sad. I'm all over the place.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, deal with it. I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give that rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. And then that rainbow makes a pot of gold. That pot of gold buys you cookies and some cupcakes. And then that buys you temporary happiness. And then you're right back down in that rain cloud because they're gone.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is. I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Blurmpa. I should go write this down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Bottles.
I pop off my...
Whoa, what?
I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all of my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in a bottles all in a row. And then, my collection makes me lots of friends. I can't can't read this. My Glugging makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Then comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies.
That didn't rhyme at all.
Digging and digging, scraping and scrapping.
Oh my god, how long is this?
I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Oh no! Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to every friend, and every friend. Each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile. It's against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. Oh God! I was supposed to be for my friends. My friends weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head.
Well, that was a cool poem, I guess.
Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Oh god, here's my coffee. Oh god.
Of course I did! Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I didn't say that. I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently, and my bottles.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks! I feel like I was meant to express myself this way, you know? It's just like sometimes you drop bottles. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing it like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best. Where are we? I'm gonna keep writing until I die, which is soon.
Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, I always had a habit of getting upset with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show in Nitsuki?
What? Well, it's not really any worse than the last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. I don't know. Help?
Who?
Huh? Feel what?
Oh, well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Ha ha ha! Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing. Maybe I'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me that Sugi completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayura's poem from yesterday.
Huh? You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. Dumb. But you never really struck me as her type.
So Harry has a type all of a sudden.
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary, but think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. I don't care. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem here.
Pushes it in his face.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wiggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her, stupid. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. And the rhythm of the boogie to beat. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg real bad. Amy helped me up, took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. So I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always like talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. But if her friends start to like spiders too, so I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she keeps her hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Not bad, right? Heh.
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Fuck Amy, fuck spiders, fuck you, bye. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course! It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It could be anything. I wanted to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid! Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today.
Huh? Did you say Yuri?
Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, because I'm a dumb, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about their feelings.
Really? Well, I mean, yours pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words.
I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and you made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned a lesson.
Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure you'll appreciate the message in your poem.
It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that!
Ow! Why are you always slapping me?
I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it!
Can I go home? Oh.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. This is about the festival. Sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much.
We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few
Decorations.
Sayori has been working on posters. I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great, huh? But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing?
Monica.
Yeah, we're going to have a parody performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, get ready, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too! Sayori's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayori has been coloring a poster holding up before us.
You kidding me, Monica? You didn't already stop posing up the posters, do you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. I'm just a jerk. It's not a bad idea, but I don't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared the poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask of them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of
People. Humans.
I guess I kind of overlooked that. Oh, so I'm sorry. Meh. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the ones responsible for the fate of this club
And the universe.
if we start the event
And each put in a good performance. And it will inspire
others to do the
same.
And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what
Literature is all about.
Yeah! What? It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun! That's right! And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? You know you do! You know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of a room with 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
Ugh. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sorry, looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree! I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone's expectant faces.
Sigh.
I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri.
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, foreshadowing. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Princess!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself.
She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem.
Clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, I'm starting to talk in my head like her. Her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? If she's simply a natural. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica! Oh my god, I'm freaking out! Look at my eyes! Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next?
Sayori, I'll go next.
Ooh, what? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Whoa!
Yuri clutches her sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort?
A couple lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens to Yuri's in her books. Sorry, it's killing me. Fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structures that insinuates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her and bewildered even herself.
It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and Yuri recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really
Good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri's down for the count.
okay. Guess I'm next then.
She hops from her chair cheerfully and walks to the podium. This one's called...
I need some more coffee.
This one's called my meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori, you're doing it again.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best way. I see. Okay then, Sayori begins the poem.
Somehow I feel like her soft voice made us a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come out of Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe that's what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, though, through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
I did it! Holy crap!
Good job, Sayori.
Even splamp like that. I guess that's a good thing.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I don't. Oh god. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone with my tiny fingers. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay! Now, who's next? Let's see. Okay. Didn't act me good before Splurm. It's not like I compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Splurm lower everyone stands a little bit before I have to do it. It's sicky.
It's fine. Whatever, God. Might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. I notice their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. And we'll figure out what I wrote next time on Doki Doki Literature Club.
Thanks everyone for joining. I'm gonna save. Yeah, this game is ridiculous. But yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the bell, do the thing, smash that like. Thanks for joining, as usual. And I will see you for more spooky, scary things that are probably actually more scary than high school. And, well, I don't know, that's debatable. High school is pretty awful. But, I'll see everyone next time. Have a good day or night, whatever it is for you. Bye, everybody!